fail to notice anything. Let me get some. Cool, okay, so I'm just gonna walk slowly and we're gonna see. Wow. Hey bro, how's it going? You doing alright? We're in alert status. Why can't you see me? What the fuck? Oh, there you go. There you go. Good job. Oh my god. What a fucking boob, man. I don't even know what to say about that. I mean, stealth in this game is very silly.
Did anyone else see that? Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I'm definitely not helping with that. Are you serious? Wow. I genuinely don't understand, man. What is he doing? What are you doing, Ray? Don't be an idiot. Dude, I didn't mean to do that. If you can't fight the Revenant, don't fight the Revenant. Are you fucking serious, bro? I honestly, I don't even know what the hell to say about this guy.
That was interesting. My sticks were like stuck in a weird spot. Whatever, it's fine. What can I say? PlayStation 2 controllers, when they first initialize, they're a bit wonky. As are my sinuses. You and Port. You and Whisper. Louis. Nina. Krusty. Alright, I probably had flowers to tend to when I stopped, but oh well. I'll deal with all of this after I've sent out the other crew. Bruh. Oh, grapes, yeah, meh. Alright, Sinus is great. Love this shit. Oh, come on, dude. What is the plus button even if it can interrupt my transformation? Damn. Oh, damn. Okay. Sure, anyway. Yeah, this is gonna start to be a problem. Okay. No more of that. Got like an irresponsible amount of silver ore as well. gold coins. I could have sworn I deposited those, but I guess I did that before I pulled everything out of the box. We'll be back in here after I pick up all of my flowers. Though, like, I do feel like it would be wise for me to move the cotton away from the flowers. Like, I think I need to sequester all of the flowers that are a variety that I really don't need, and then only harvest those when I need to create more pollen. Because, like, I mean, look at that shit. Like, I am so overwhelmed with the stuff. Ghost Crystal. We'll put everything away and then deal with these. Yo, I'm full on sulfur. Nice. Flower, mushroom. I'm assuming that I got those in. I will be glad to be done with the glass, even though, like, I don't have, like, a strong need for glass right now, but, like, I mean, I think any box being full is something to be pleased with, because that means that I should just go handcrafting everything that I can with whatever that material is. Yeah, everything else goes downstairs. I'll deal with that gem after the fact. Yeah, that's gonna be a while, I think. So, I don't remember what all sulfur can be used for. I know gold, yeah, gold, radium. Trying to fill up that radium box is gonna bring the tech scraps back into the limelight, man, because, like, I mean, there's really nothing else to do with that stuff that I'm aware of. I think sulfur is used here as well? No. You know, I could have just not done anything at that point. Flowers. didn't mean to do that. That happens more often than I would like to admit in here. So I do think that what I'm going to do here in a minute is I'm actually going to start separating these out into like their individual groups. But yeah, I definitely need to separate these out. I'm not worried about the goddamn trees. Maybe I should make another floor that's just for I don't know, man. You know, it might be a good idea to know how many of these I even need to make. I wish I would end up with more cottonseed, if I'm honest, than like the rest of these. All of the rest of these is whatever. So we've got 14. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Son of a shit. No, I've lost count. Hold on. 5, I think that's 11. 12? Was 12? 14. That was weird. It placed it and immediately stopped being able to place it. Okay, yeah, fucking wood shit. I clearly want to deal with these trees, you know what I'm saying? You know what? I'm curious about something. Wouldn't it be interesting refined an advanced sawmill? What can the sawmill do with... No, okay, I don't know. It creates this stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I was thinking, what if you can corrupt trees with the venom? That would be too easy. You know what's weird to me is that your flowers in your own pots can produce seeds, but it doesn't look like trees can. They can produce rats. Oh, you know what I just realized? Hold on. I need to take care of something. It will take literal seconds, it's fine. Muted audio, yeah, I know. Alright, taken care of. I forgot to open these. Anyways, everything's fine. Alright. Now I put the unique wood away. I ate the cursed wood and bloom wood. There it is. When we go downstairs, check out the bone room. Replace as many flowers as possible. I didn't even have to fucking attack those. I do wonder if I were to, like, could I put another 12 tombs in the adjacent castle, quote-unquote castle? God, dude, I've got so many. Like, I don't need these flowers. Here, you know what we're gonna do for now? I've got massive storages. And apparently that won't fit. Is that deeper than... I think it is. So like if I had tried to put this one, yeah, that one would fit. So it is. But like, look at all the fucking space it has, mate. Yeah. Get this cotton in here. We need more of these. Yeah, all of this goes upstairs. I love how I'm basically using the summoning circle as a way to contain items. Okay, do I really want to deal with this right now? It's like my main issue is that like I don't know how I'm going to arrange it. I know if I were to try to put on another floor, these would probably have to be moved up. I don't know. Tell you what I could stand to do, and like, because we're real close to being full up on the trees. Okay. Oh, you know, I really should have fed on something before I came here. There's a burr. I'm gonna say hello to the bear in a very unkind way. I didn't fucking... Come on, dude. I'm not used to my bullets being strong. Are you... This'll have to do. Honestly, I think that this is the most annoying thing about this is Emery, like, threatening to explode. God, those are so fast, man. God damn it. I'm not going to say no to free stone, but that isn't what we're here for. Is that another room? Yeah. I wish I'd noticed that before. Sure, we'll take some iron. Oh, speaking of, I probably need to go get a heap of iron again. Alright, so I'm Corrupted Blood now, which isn't my preference. Look, that bear didn't give a shit. Vote. Okay, yeah, you can cut that shit out right now. I don't think I've seen a book with a gem on it. Interesting. Excuse me. I have decided that your behavior is very rude. I don't really care about you. Bye. I don't know why I thought that that was going to be fun. Wow. Alright. Deeply rude combo. I thought he was, you know, in the middle of spitting goop, so I didn't realize he was going to be able to slap me at the same time. Bruh. Unfortunate. Yo, what? Corrupted fish. Interesting. Look, if there's one thing I don't need in any way, shape, or form, it's more pollen. I have a box that's like overwhelmed with those already.
Are filled.
Okay. Time to make the leap home in small chunks. Oh, guys.
My bags are filled.
That was entirely unworth it.
I must make room if I want to carry that.
This is another one of my favorite tracks from Museka. Like, my top three are Vampin' Magic, Brain System, and Ubera Cybernetics. Those are the hot ones. IMO. I wish it gave like a better indication of like how long until you actually start taking some damage.
I must make room if I want to carry that.
Is it flawless amethyst? Oh, God, dude. I do think I should start like it's a weird track. Prioritizing non-books. It's not to suggest that the books are not useful. They are. They're very useful, but... Anyway. And now we just head home. You know, I gotta say, I do not immediately think racing game when this track comes on. Guys, I cannot help it. I love my fucking layout. I love it. Look over while I'm doing this flight in and just... I don't know if this one's any... Well, it can't be as bad as I want to have, right? I like the knockback, so we're gonna put that away. Well, how good is that knockback? We got a 5. We'll take that. Jesus. Okay. Never would have thought, oh yeah, at some point, I'm gonna need 100, you know what, maybe I will need to keep all of the flowers going, because all of a sudden, I'm basically out of that stuff in here. I'm gonna need to take at least one stack of those. Are we full? We're full. I've got, what, 2 seeds on me? You know, I'm never gonna forget Auto Modelista just in general because, like, for a really dumb reason, but I'll go ahead and share it. So, there was someone I thought, I considered a friend at the time. I thought we were friends. He had previously been part of, like, a team of streamers. And I'll just go ahead and leave the identifying details out. But he had previously been part of a team of streamers. And I used to hang out with them kind of a lot. And so when he went solo, I was like, you know, yeah, I'll hang out with this guy. It's a good time. Anyways, he was streaming Auto Modelista. And his stream was having some, some minor visual issues. And like to be more specific, every so often, like in a regular interval, the game feed would have a lapse of a few frames. And, like, the thing is that the video capture device object is not good. It's really, or I don't know if it's still not good, but at least back then it was not good, when used. Like, it's good for, the webcam. You can see the webcam is just fine. Hello, it's in decent frame rate, and it typically doesn't stutter. But sometimes it does. Anyways, so for the video game feed, that's a lot more obvious because there's I would say, much higher chance that you're staring at the game feed most of the time. So what would end up happening is like I said, in regular intervals, it would drop frames from the gameplay, just from the gameplay. And I guessed from that, without telling him why, I was like, "So you're using the video capture device scene object for the game, right?" And he said yes. And I told him, I was like, "That's why it's stuttering." And he was like, "It's stuttering?" I was like, "Yeah, at regular intervals it drops frames, and it's because the video capture device scene object is not good for the video capture device that you capture the game with. That object has always been finicky when it comes to that." And he argued with me. And I told him, I was like, I've tested this before, I know what I'm talking about. I've been a streamer for a very long time, and it's not something I haven't tested. Oh, there was still a Scourge Stone in here. Well, 2 of them. Anyways, I dropped it, but later he decided to send a really pissy message at me about it, and I don't really understand, like, what his motivation for that pissy message was. But, like, it started off with this whole, like, I've been a streamer for a long time. Like, he's been one person in a group of streamers for a long time. But also was not the one dealing with the tech side of it, so I really don't know what he was banging on about. Anyways, he talked some mad shit at me and then blocked me. because I had the audacity to let him know that something on his stream didn't work quite right. Okay. Memories, yeah. Such beautiful memories. Okay. Well done. You chased at me. I do need fiber, so like that's one of the reasons that we're here is because like of all the places in the game, I do feel like this is like the most hazardous, sure, but like collecting fiber in this place is super easy. What? I swear, dude, the lightning strikes in this area are just nonsense. See, that time it didn't untransform. I really wish this game would figure its shit out. Maybe it's just like a specific group of them. Bitch. You know, I keep on forgetting that I need to double check whether or not there's a duplicate. I think, see, basically what I think it is there was a song that is in Disgaea 1 that I think there's a repeat of that track in another Disgaea game. I think that that's what's going on. It did de-transform me that time. Why is it like, I mean, I'm irritated that it's inconsistent. Okay, man. Sure. I'll be honest, I'm kind of surprised that there's not, like, plant seeds that just produce fiber instead of just, like, flowers, you know? Or, you know what would be even better is if I could, like, process flowers into plant fiber instead of just pollen. I mean, realistically, wouldn't it be both of those things? It's not like the only aspect of flower is pollen. Gotta say, where are the lightning strikes? It was like irregularly calm. I keep on forgetting, like, I mean, like, I don't forget, or rather, I just don't think about it. The fact that this area is very, very quartzy. Hey, yeah, we're taking these. I can make them now, but real talk, I've got no other reason to have gold other than to just go ahead and buy shit from this dude. And I don't think we're gonna get something better than Onyx Tears. You know what's funny? I have no familiarity with DR4 whatsoever, but I still recognized this as Dead Rising. Or maybe that's giving me too much credit. I was pretty sure it was Dead Rising, but I didn't. Recognizing it makes it sound like I knew. But more like it felt like Dead Rising, so that was my guess. So yeah, like the main reasons I'm here right now is, like I said before, it's like one of the most efficient ways that I can tell to get heaps and heaps of plant fiber very quickly, while doing other things. So, like, I also need the mutant grease. Primarily to process into, I think it's pristine leather, I think is what the resource is called. But I'm gonna need it for other things as well. But, like, it's just so convenient to have an area that just produces fiber that's on the ground. It's just like lightning bolts happen, fiber is just on the ground as a natural occurrence. While I'm getting other things done, it couldn't be better. Well done. See, what's with the lack of lightning strikes right now, though? It's like the game knows I want them, and then it's like, nah, bruh. Bruh. When I indicated that I wanted more lightning strikes, that is not what I meant. I've still got plenty of room, too. We ain't going home from here until my shit is full. Whatever, so I'm on fire, shit happens. So yeah, to get the best out of this mixture of elements, having both static and condemn, really, I don't want the condemn status effect, I want the skeletons. If I could get the skeletons without the status effect, that would actually be pretty sick. Like if I had something that would consume condemn to just create a skeleton, that would be probably as hot as that could possibly be. I would imagine that that would be a little too convenient. But, like, anyway, so typically what I want is I want to create the scenario where the skeletons have already been made. and then cause static. And then, like, with the Skellies slapping enemies around, like, what happens is, as they slap enemies, it causes chain lightning, which causes more static. Which causes more chain lightning, which causes more static, which causes more chain lightning, which causes more static. It's a really, 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 really great system. When I don't fuck it up and it works out. Then again, the worst of what just happened right there wasn't all that bad. I'm in here fucking up all of your research equipment, boyo. See, that went very poorly. You know, I haven't made a single one of those because, like, as neat as the idea is, and I do think the idea is neat, it also feels like it would be a relatively large contraption for... Like, look, I think the biggest thing that keeps me from giving a shit is the fact that... Hold on. Oh, we're definitely gonna keep that. Is the fact that there's almost always a time at which my crafting is... It's not... Like, look, having automation that moves items from one crafting thing to another so that it will continue to craft further is all well and good, and it would save some time, I guess, in my immediate interactions, and to keep me from having to physically move things myself away from one thing to another. Having said that, the two concerns that I have with it is, number one, I could see one thing being overwhelmed by another, but I could also see, like, the situation is just almost never that the reason that we're not crafting is because I've fallen behind. It's almost always that there's just nothing left to craft. Quick aside, I'm kind of surprised that we don't have, like, fire-based abilities at all. How much fiber do we have? I see 2,000 and 2214 is what it looks like. Whatever. You can tell I'm real concerned about... Oh, fuck you. About fire damage. It's those targeted strikes that genuinely get on my fucking nerves, man.
My blood vessels flow low.
Yeah, that's definitely something that I would... Like, if I was going to add things to this game, right now, my... Like, from what I'm aware of, Corrupted Oak doesn't have a seed. And it doesn't seem like Hallowed Wood does either, which is weird because, again, Gloomwood and Cursed Wood does. Which is just plain... Oh. Curious. Which is just plain odd, because like I could accept the logic of, well, in order for a corrupted tree to be corrupted, it needs to have something that corrupted it. Okay. But, like, while I can accept that logic, that doesn't explain why the hell there's cursed seeds. Like, if that's the case, then why are cursed seeds a thing? Like, those trees reproduce in a cursed state. So, what? Okay. It's just one way or the other. Like, it doesn't matter what angle you apply that logic from, it doesn't quite work. I don't need wood.
I must make room if I want to carry that.
Just normal wood ain't a concern. God damn it. I will say, just being able to, like, cross these gorges like this would be a huge issue. But it's just not, because I can just cross it at my leisure. I don't know where the shadows are. Anyways. I see all of that. I want some of that shit.
I must make room if I want to carry that.
I want to fight them. Give me your grease. Oh god, they're going into town.
There is no space in my inventory. My bags are filled.
It's just about time for the moon anyway. This one right here, this Militia Demolisher, has been here for fucking ages, dude. I genuinely can't believe that you just continued to come after me knowing that there were skeletons chasing you down, bro. That is a weird choice. Okay, for starters, let's get some of the goo. Oh my god, that's not even that much. Shit, dude. Thick hide. And you see, we're gonna have trouble with the thick hide, man, because 100% that box is gonna be filled way before the oil box is. You got tech scrap, iron, speaking of oil. But yeah, like, come on, dude. I need, in order to fill this box, I need 7x4, so 2,800 oil. 2,800 plus, 2,838. Boom. That's how many we need. Someday I might try on the other things. Oh, I've got hearts. How much iron is going? I probably don't need to get more iron at the moment. I think probably I could just go absolutely fucking ham. On the oil by just fishing, but like I don't know, man. I haven't really done much, if any, fishing ever in this. We'll put the excess in here. Like, I feel like I've almost certainly fished once. At least. Plus, man, I can't wait to do that hardcore fishing stream, that V-Rising fishing stream that everybody wants to see. I said as though I, look, I don't stream carrying water for what people do and don't want to see. I stream doing the things I want to see, or that I want to do, rather. Alright, fuck off, dude. Y'all are getting on my fucking nerves, dude. I genuinely hate that I have to admit to myself that this controller is outperforming my my DualShock 2 in pretty much every conceivable way. I do wonder though, because like, and I don't know if this is an aspect of this model of controller in general, or if it's or if it's like just this particular one that I'm currently using, but it feels like the D-pad is a bit stiffer. It feels like if I was trying to play a game that was heavily D-pad focused, oh no, then it would be a lot more rough on my hands. It feels that way. I don't know if that's accurate, but it feels that way. God, this really is like way too far away for what I'm trying to use it for.
about to say it should be ready to go by the time I get to where I need to use it. I will say, like, I mean, I understand why it is the way that it is, but I do really, really, really wish that the different weapon types did fight, like, a lot more fundamentally different than each other, like, in their basic attacks. Like, I understand why. But, like, particularly when it comes to something like the claws, like, the one thing that sets the claws aside from everything else is that on its finisher, it, like, you do 3 finishers on the same enemy and that enemy booms. Okay. It's really not, it's not even a particularly satisfying boom. Alright. Let's just be totally real about god damn, that's a lot of seeds. 14 looks like 18. Yeah, it's 18. Oh, never mind. 20. I think that these should just not grow as fast as they do. Why does it do that sometimes? Like, I haven't had it do that ever until this session. That's weird. Well, that's not what I meant to do, but whatever. Admittedly, when I accidentally input my ultimate, I am not great at realizing it fast enough to cancel it. Oh, right. Yo, we're not that terribly far away from that box being full. Scourge Stone is admittedly taking way fucking longer than I thought it would have.
I don't know how we're doing on Balls of Yarn, if I'm honest. It's not something I think about. Oh, we're pretty close on that as well. I couldn't give a shit about this, because, yeah, I'm pretty sure that it literally says to craft castle decorations. At some point, I'm gonna fill that box, because I'm gonna be out of other things to do. But, come on, like, who gives a shit, right? I missed this one, and I'm gonna leave it that way. I'm not very thorough. Funny enough, theoretically, the main things that I could use right now are probably... God, I could use more of the mutant grease for one thing. But rugged hides. The fact that I'm not done with such a basic fucking element is really, really interesting. Where the fuck are you going? I suppose that's another thing to keep in mind using that enemy or that weapon skill just to nail enemies from afar like that and then just wait for it to come back, is there's no telling what it's gonna catch on the way back. In a good way. Okay, I really don't need these. Yeah, I could use that. We can get rid of these. Wasn't there? Yeah, bear territory. We definitely want to fuck around with that. You're kidding. Thank you for being so rugged high dense. It's very convenient for me. Not really sure how that didn't hit the one on the right, but okay. I'm gonna get a hitbox like La Bomb or a Typhoon Kick in God Hand that just sometimes miraculously leaves a dude utterly unharmed even though they're very clearly in range. Man, I do remember a point in time where it's like, oh no, it's a bear, run! Don't fuck with the bear. Bears are dangerous. That boom is gonna kill you. Boom.
New knowledge acquired.
No, okay. I think it's really dumb that they didn't have any thought whatsoever to making it not say that when taking down enemies you've already taken down. New knowledge. Ooh. You know what would be really helpful is if at some point I genuinely remembered which cave goes where.
New knowledge acquired.
I got a rat from somewhere. You know what, we're gonna go up. Like I said before, these raised areas where you're capable of building castles tend to have wildlife and other things in them. I still think it's funny that the first place I ever tried to choose to build a castle just happened to have a fucking werewolf hanging out at it. And he, unsurprisingly, ripped my anus in half. Anyways, when it comes to like hunting for resources, I really do try not to hunt the same resource repeatedly. Like, you know, back to back. Like, once I'm done, like, once my inventory is full this time, right? I don't want to immediately run back out hunting more rugged hides, because that is how shit gets real boring real quick. Seriously? Oh, it's a skeleton. For a second, I thought it was just like a random human archer. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here? Interesting.
My blood reserves run low. The material is too strong.
Nowhere, huh? Fuck you. Okay, I see a burr. Good enough. Hmm. How are we looking on copper? We could get a little bit more copper and then we'll head home. Don't need any more wood. Can't carry any more stone. No more plant fiber. Please go down. Invalid location. Shit.
There is no space in my
I don't have any space for bone either.
There is no space
Damn.
in my inventory.
Hmm. What the fuck?
It's mostly the rugged hides that I want. 330. Okay, yeah, let's go home. Coming in from the back, so I'll be flying over part of it. Wonder if I could have it where I can land right there. I mean, I definitely could. I don't know why I worded it like that, but whatever. I could probably use a little bit of that love over here. That's not what I... Wait. Did I not take out the dust too? I'm done. I'm dumb. But anybody who's been here for more than a little bit knows that I'm dumb, you know? Shouldn't be surprising to literally anyone. Bruh. It's so good. It's such an absurdly good combo. I'd have to be an absolute crazy boy to like give a shit about anything else, to be honest.
How long until my goons get back? 6 minutes? So not long. How's the iron looking? It's kinda low. We'll do that. Oh, that's unfortunate. I wanted to bait him into crashing through these. Wait, what? Why are you alive? Oh. Yeah, it's pretty obvious if it was an actual train track. Yes. That was strange. You know, like, I understand why this game, like, runs itself as a server instance. Like, I get that to an extent. What I don't get is why, even though it's a local set of files, why it still sometimes has server exchange bugs. It's just weird. Uh-huh. I probably really should just, like, spend a heap of time fishing at some point. I do have that fishing pole in a box with all of the, like, vanity hats that I couldn't give a fuck about. I think it's funny that, like, in a game like Neo, for instance, there's an option to turn off the visual for a helmet because they realize, like, the character I created, I might think looks better than these goofy helmets. But not this, no. Many of the vanity options are all goofy helmet or headwear based. I'll be good. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna blow your head off like raspberry jam. Shit. I definitely was mashing that at a point in time when it really should have allowed me to drop, but whatever. So, like, I don't know what's to stop me from just hanging out here and just fishing. Like, does it require that? Oh, there's my boys.
I love how we're at a point now where I can just process the corrupted out. Yeah, let's just max that shit out. So apparently you can get fish here. Venom sap versus fish. That's a tracker marker anyway, so I'm not even prepared for it. I personally think that this has been a good way to handle streaming V-Rising, because like I don't really want it to like just take over the stream, even though like, you know, this is a relatively endless process. It more or less could. Okay, we do not need pristine hides. I think once we get to the point to where we have... You know, the ghost room is literally the only thing over there that, like, I'd be concerned about. But I genuinely think that, like, once we get to the point to where we can start just processing, the Scourge Stones with Reckless Abandon, at that point, it's just gonna be, like... go time. It's just gonna be like, you know, go nuts, do whatever the fuck you like. And I think at that point the the ghost crystals are going to fly. They're gonna fly. For instance, 24 to 1. Oh yeah, yeah. Those are gonna fly, dude. They're gonna go away so fast. So I'm not worried about having an excess. The one thing that I do wish, though, like, instead of having, like, a redirection engine or whatever the fuck, what I do wish is that I could have a, I wish I could have something set up to, like, it produces... Like, let's say I wanted to have copper bars and whetstones produced in here, right? But, like, let's say that I wanted to, like, put copper in here that would create copper bars that would then also be used to create the whetstones. Like, I would like it to feed itself. But I don't really have any desire in, like, you know, having one structure feed into another structure. Like, I can think of, like, how that would be convenient, but I can also think of how, like, that wouldn't be necessary at all. Might as well dick around with fishing for a moment, and then I'll take a break and we'll switch over to another game. Probably do our Neo dailies. Or, well, what I consider to be dailies. Okay, let's relearn stuff about fishing. Yeah, I think it does require the little fishing spots. How are there any deer left? I don't understand how this works. I understand how this works. Genuinely, that's it. Oh. What? I don't want that shit. The fuck out of here. Oh, misfortune? Yeah, buddy. Like, I cannot emphasize enough how I just want to fish. Are you... Fuck off. I just want to fish. I just want to fish! I just want to fish! No, go away. Jesus. Hello? What is that? What am I seeing? Oh, is it's Gemerald. I can't believe how deeply root. Like, I just wanted to fish. I made some noises. Could you please? Mate. This is so whack, dude. It's about fucking time.
Look, since there is the possibility of finding more fishing points, I am going to go this on foot. Well, I was. What's up? Bruh. I don't even know why I didn't drop that earlier. It's weird that he like had those iframes, you know. Like, why was he invincible during that charge? Wow, that was completely useless. Oh, nice. Because after this fishing shit, I probably said after the inventory earlier, but I'd forgotten that I wanted to try on fishing. Did it just give me fish bones? Why? Like, I really wish this wasn't so finicky. Yeah, it did. It gave me fish bones. How the fuck? Whatever, dude. Is it even worth fighting this guy? He didn't even drop anything worth giving a shit about. How many fish do I have? Like, I don't know. This feels shit. For one thing, the mechanic for it is very finicky. For another thing, it really doesn't yield much results. Because the fishing points are kind of few and far between. For another thing, we ended up at that instance earlier where I was trying to get one fishing point to behave, but the only place I could reach it was from within the sunlight. Oh, good. What's funny is I'm genuinely trying to recognize what photo that is in the background, and I couldn't place it. I took the damn thing and I couldn't figure out which one it was. Fat gobies are like the only ones that I actually keep. I'll probably get to a point to where I'm not even doing that anymore. Come on, dude. The angle that I want, please. We ain't gonna deal with that right now. Good lord, when we come back, we're gonna have all of the fucking botany to deal with. Fuck, you know. Oh, I forgot to put the gemeralds away. That was like the whole reason we ended up going through there. You know, we'll take some of this up with me real quick. Yeah. Sometimes it does make sense to make sure and re-up my planks and my fibers. $62. I mean, that's not a horrible yield. Maybe fishing doesn't suck. I don't know. Like, I wasn't at it for that long, I guess. I don't know why I always come to this spot to wrap up my V-Rising sessions, but it is what it is, I guess. Anyways, I'm gonna have a small snack, get more drink, and I'll be back.
Good fucking job, dude. I am not surprised. I can't, like, what in the fuck was any of that? What the fuck was that? Okay. Man. Yeah, get out of here. He just could not wait to get out of here. Like, man, I have already had it deuces. Oh, that was great. Press F to piss. Yo, best video game ever, 10 out of 10. Damn, man. Okay. There's a bunny. Man. Horrible. That's what I was thinking. I think this is supposed to be creepy. I love it. I'm getting some, like, Evil Dead vibes here because I think that this is supposed to be creepy, but instead I think it's hilarious. Yo, what's up, Bunnyman? No, don't flip away. Come back. I need your acrobatics in my life. Right? Like I said, I'm pretty sure. What? Yo, suddenly we fall out. No, but really, what? Oh my god, dude. Okay. I love this, but for none of the reasons that they designed it. What? I really, 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 really wish I'd been paying attention just now.
Bring it on.
What? Later, dude. Is he gonna kill himself? Okay. What? This is bullshit. What the hell? And there was TK like, what do I pay you guys for? Yes. So fucking yes, dude. That was amazing. Good job. You tried.